morning to everyone present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special event, Extempore competition, organized as a part of our year-long celebration of 75 years of India's independence under the inspiring tagline Samvidhan Safar. This celebration is not just a commemoration of our glorious past, but also a journey into the spirit of our Constitution, the soul of our democracy. We began the year-long celebration of Samvidhan Safar with the Kartavya Rally in January 2025. And since then, we have organized a series of meaningful activities and events to mark this journey. Today, we proudly present the 11th event in this series, for which we had received over 50 entries from across India. After a rigorous preliminary round, we are delighted to have shortlisted 25 finalists who will be competing in today's Extempore competition. To begin today's program, I now invite Dr. Sneha Shukla, Vice Director, Faculty of Law, GLS University, to deliver the welcome address. Dr. Sneha has been a guiding force and a constant source of encouragement in all our academic endeavors. Ma'am, may I request you to kindly address the gathering?
Thank you, Ishani. A very good morning and a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest, respected judges, Dr. Mayuri Pandya ma'am, Dean Faculty of Law, Team FOL, participants, and dear students. What makes our Constitution truly alive? It is not just the words written in 1950, but the way it continues to protect us, evolve with us, and respond to the needs of every generation. I am delighted to welcome you all to this extempore competition on the theme Indian Constitution, a living document, organized as a part of Samvidhan Safar, celebrating 75 years of the adoption of our Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, Constitution is not just a mere lawyer's document, but it is a vehicle of life. Its spirit is always the spirit of the age. A shining example of this spirit came in the year 2017 when a 9-judge bench of the Supreme Court unanimously declared that the right to privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21. Just think about it. Our Constitution was written in the era where there was no internet, there was no smartphones, there was no social media. Yet, decades later, it stood strong to protect our personal choices, our digital identity, and even the sanctity of our private conversations. This judgment went further to affirm that privacy is intrinsic to human dignity and freedom. It proved once again that our Constitution is not frozen in time. It grows with society, adapts to new challenges, and safeguards every citizen in changing contexts. And this is why we call today's event a living document. Because it is not just about the past, but equally it is about the present and the future. It listens, it responds, and it protects. This competition today is not just about speaking, it is about engaging with that living spirit of the Constitution. Every argument you make, every idea you share helps keep its heartbeat alive in our times. So, on behalf of Faculty of Law, I extend a warm and spirited welcome to our guests, judges, faculty members, students, and above all, our brilliant participants all across the nation. May your words today inspire us not only to admire the Constitution, but to live with it through our actions, our choices, and our responsibilities. Thank you once again, and let us begin this celebration with the same energy, pride, and vision that has kept our Constitution alive for 75 glorious years. I once again welcome you all and all the best to all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sneha Shukla, ma'am, for your encouraging words. It is now my privilege to introduce today's guest. We are truly honored to have with us Dr. Kritika Chetia, an accomplished academician and a distinguished faculty at both MICA and SEPT University. Dr. Kritika's expertise spans across communication, research, and interdisciplinary studies, making her an inspiration to young minds and a role model for aspiring scholars. We are indeed grateful for your presence with us today, ma'am. May I now invite Dr. Kritika Chetia to kindly deliver her keynote address.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shani. Respected dignitaries at the studio, Dr. Sneha Shukla ma'am, the Pali ma'am, Juhi ma'am, Vinod sir, and all the amazing students and the audience that is going to be a part of this amazing initiative by the Faculty of Law at GLS University. I work with a lot of students in the field of communication skills. I help them with interviews. I help them with confidence. And the moment I heard that, okay, there is this extempore competition that GLS University, the Faculty of Law, has organized, it is my absolute privilege to be here and be talking to every one of you. um, I understand law in a way where it is a celebration of how we as a country have evolved in the past 75 years now. It is not a very small, victory. It is something very huge for a country like India. And when we have an amalgamation of what communication can do with the constitution, with the law, that is a beautiful blend of how the country is growing forward. I have a very, very simple understanding that both of these, the Constitution and communication, are both an amalgamation and of a framework that works best when people know about it. So, my keynote address today is going to be on the lines of how you can have better communication skills so that you can communicate better in the field of law. I've seen a lot of people suffer because they don't understand law, and maybe, a lot of laymen who do not understand how law can really help them. It is honestly something on the lines of just like our constitution gives every citizen a voice, communication skills give every individual the power to be heard. And that's where the beauty of the constitution and communication are born together and they work collectively. There is a parallel that works both for constitution and communication. What I have understood is that constitution is a framework for expressing collective aspirations, aspirations for the country, aspirations for the society, whereas communication is a framework where individuals are expressing their own thoughts. So, as people in the field of law, communication becomes even more important because both of them require a lot of clarity. You need to be very clear into what you're trying to communicate, what the audience also wants to be communicated to, what is the demand of the audience as well. uh, with that, there's a lot of respect and major responsibility when it comes to understanding law, communicating law, and also understanding how the Constitution of India is designed, and understanding that this basically translates into the upliftment of the society as a whole. I'll come into a little bit also. I wanted to just shed a little bit of light upon why communication skills matter. And when we're talking about extempore, with my address, I wanted to just help a few students, if I can, with how you can, maybe go forward with this entire activity and the extempore that you're trying to do. Honestly, we're living in the world of AI, okay, and there is a lot of noise. There is a lot of noise in terms of what you should do, what you should not do. AI has kind of also confused a lot of us of what we should be doing. So clarity is what helps you lead. So always make sure that whenever you're trying to communicate, whether it's the constitution, whether it's a simple thought in your head, clarity is something that is going to take you far, and also very importantly have you apart from the rest of the audience, because effective communication will always build credibility. It will always build influence and confidence. If you're talking to somebody, if you're even participating in this extempore competition, you should exude that confidence that whatever you've prepared, whatever thoughts you have in the mind about the constitution, about any topic that is given to you, you are doing justice to it. Once you have clarity, then you will have that confidence. Uh, Few key skills that I will also want to point out here are that listening actively is something that is so underrated, is absolutely underrated, because what happens is we're always in the race of, okay, I have to make a point, and I have to deliver that address, or I have to do that extempore speech very nicely. But we're really losing on listening effectively. Until and unless you don't listen effectively and actively, you're not understanding what you need to speak. There comes the disconnect between clarity and thought, and what the audience also wants. So if you want to speak with clarity, for example, you're maybe quoting some articles from the constitution, be very clear of what that constitution is talking about. Those articles need to be precise. And once you've listened to what the problem is, what the topic is, only then can you speak with clarity. The third thing that is a very important skill when it comes to communication is that empathy and respect is often overlooked, is often understood in a way that um, it is always kind of understood that, okay, empathy will be there, it is taken for granted. But a lot of times when you understand that empathy and respect can take that extempore or any activity that you do, any communication that you're doing, from say, let's say a 1, but it can, that empathy can take it to a 10. And honestly speaking, the fundamental rights, right, that balances the dignity that we all have here, are also based on empathy and respect. So the constitution is based on empathy and respect, so that itself establishes that parallel for constitution and communication, and all the more reason why we should be having it. Some tips that I wanted to share with the participants of, whenever you're doing an extempore, it is extremely important to think first. Once you've listened, very importantly, you have to think first, structure your thoughts, and then speak. So basically, it is something like there is an introduction, a body, a conclusion, but that thought clarity needs to be present in your mind so that it is communicated well to the judges, to the audience as well. Um, there is a lot of parallels, as I've already mentioned. There are a lot of parallels between constitution. There are values like equality, liberty, justice. These are all values that honestly every Indian has had in their upbringing. Anchor in these values, understand there is equality, understand that liberty is what we're working towards, justice is what we are looking forward to for every competition, for every little bit of exercise that you're doing. And for law, it's the most important thing, and why we would believe in the law as well. uh, use examples of current issues, relatable stories. Again, serve on that empathy, serve on that value. And you should always practice brevity. Always have a time bound speaking, which is a very, very important skill when it comes to the extempore division of the communication skills. Always be wary of the time that you're given. Always be uh, brave enough to, have your understanding, your thoughts communicated in a way that people relate to it, and you are also conserving that time. um, this is not just about the activity. This is not just about this competition. These experiences are going to take you way broader, give you a broader horizon in life when it comes to, let's say, career, when it comes to leadership, even in the society. Clear communication opens doors that you don't even know exist. Not even they're shut, but you don't even know these doors exist. And when you have experiences like these, it really helps you understand what all doors can you explore. I also mentioned that there's something with leadership also. You'll see any leader, you pick up any leader that, or any mentor that you really admire, or understand them as your mentor. One thing they will be very good at is communication skills. And they've done that with these experiences that you're getting now, with so much of, exposure, ease, and fortunate enough to get these, exposures. Because persuasion is what matters, will always matter. How persuasive you are in your life, in your goals, in your career, and within society as well. We've always seen that it is the dialogue that is bridging a lot of divides. We've seen that with the wars that are happening, with, the maybe the US tariff that is also happening. But dialogue will always have a very, very effective medium when it comes to bridging the gaps. And as somebody in the faculty of law, you know law is based on communication, and helping the society deriving, like how the constitution does as well. um, Understanding that the constitution gave India that voice in 1950, right? That is when the constitution was written with so much of, farsightedness, that even 75 years down the line we are celebrating it, and celebrating it so beautifully, that we're understanding it, we're taking inspiration from it. And today, your communication can give you that voice in the world that you are looking for. Because all of us, we're very, very passionate, and that is why, that may be the reason that you're here, right? So, make sure that and take inspiration from the constitution, of how well it was written. Sometimes I really am boggled upon how far-sighted the leaders were, because they could understand, they listen effectively, right? They listen actively, and they could communicate that well enough in the constitution, that today, with the constitution and taking inspiration from the constitution, your communication can give you a voice in the world. With this, I would also want to um, conclude my address in a way that, wishing all of the participants the best of the luck. I am very sure that there'll be a lot of takeaways for every one of you, and you'll do really, really well in your future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kritika, for your enlightening words and for setting such a thoughtful tone for today's event. Before we start the competition, it is my honor to introduce the esteemed judges who will be evaluating today's participants. We have with us Dr. Juhi Shah, Associate Professor at the Faculty of Management, GLS University. Dr. Juhi is a respected academician with a deep commitment to research and teaching, and we are delighted to have her with us today. Alongside, we are privileged to welcome Dr. Dipali Atre, Associate Professor at the Faculty of Business Administration, GLS University. Dr. Dipali brings with her a wealth of knowledge and academic insight, making her presence invaluable for today's competition. We warmly welcome both our judges and thank them for taking out their valuable time to be with us today.
Thank you so
With
much for
this,
inviting
we are all set. With this, we are all set to embark on an engaging and thought-provoking competition where participants will showcase not only their knowledge, but also their spontaneity, clarity of thought, and articulation, qualities that reflect the very spirit of democratic dialogue envisioned by our Constitution. Let's begin this exciting journey of ideas together. Before we begin the competition, let me briefly share the rules and structure of the event so that all participants are clear and well prepared. Each contestant will be allotted 2 minutes for the delivery of their speech. The topics will be assigned by the judges, ensuring fairness and spontaneity. All topics are connected to the Indian Constitution, reflecting the spirit of our celebration, Samvidhan Safar. A list of topics has already been shared with the participants. The contestants will be assessed on the following parameters: clarity and relevance of the content, logical flow of ideas, confidence and clarity in speech delivery, and unique presentation style. At the end of the competition, the judges will select the three best contestants who will be declared as the first, second, and third winners. For the smooth conduct of the event, our designated faculty coordinators will assist contestants during the course of the competition. I request all participants to kindly adhere to these rules and maintain the spirit of healthy competition. With that, let us now begin this exciting journey of ideas. So students, so now, ma'am, with your permission, I'll be entering the combatants on the screen, and one by one, we will be calling their names, and the judges, ma'am, will be giving them a topic, and they will be speaking instantly on that topic for 2 minutes time. So we have the first contestant, that is EC101. EC101. Yes, ma'am.
The topic for EC101 is the importance of the Constitution in protecting minority rights. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You want me to repeat the title again?
Yes, ma'am. Kindly repeat the topic.
The importance of the Constitution in protecting minority rights.
All right. Can I begin? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible and your time starts now.
My code is E101, and to begin with, I would begin with the saying that our Constitution is a living document, which is a fact we all know, and our Constitution has been drafted in such a manner that it it serves the purpose of socially oriented society, where we keep up with not only the elite classes but also we protect the minorities. These minorities has been listed in the constitution in the manner that they can be based on region, religion, linguistic minorities, caste-based minority. For their protection, our constitution inculcates the which is very fundamental deepest and coming to fundamental rights for the minorities. We have the right to equality, whereby we ensures that our aim of law is very well complied with uh, mechanism where we do not discriminate with any our
EC 101, you are not audible. EC 101.
We are actually, I think we have lost EC 101. I don't think she's connected. Time for EC 101 is over. I guess we now move on to EC 102.
Aditi Srivastav.
Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, EC 102. Yes, you are audible. Ma'am, you may give her the topic because EC 101 is unable to join.
Balancing freedom of speech with national security. Was I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Balancing freedom of speech with national security. EC 102, your time starts now.
The Constitution, good morning, everyone. I am EC 102. I will be speaking on this topic, that freedom of speech versus national security. Now, freedom of speech is one of the most important features of the Indian Constitution. It is one of those articles which is mentioned in Article 19(1)(a), which forms the basis of the Indian Constitution. It can very easily be said that the Indian Constitution loses majority of its sanctity and philosophy without this particular article. It gives individuals their right to express themselves and their opinions. It gives them the right to behave and act as a citizen. However, national security is another topic which is also important for the nation in general to survive. The state cannot tolerate citizens that jeopardize the national security. The problems of national security include terrorism, sedition, blasphemy, and other major problems which hamper the integrity and unity of the country. Now, how can the Constitution balance this? It has done that very beautifully by giving the freedom of speech in Article 19(1)(a), but also restricting that freedom in Article 19 subsection 2 by giving reasonable restrictions, which include public order, national security, sovereignty of the country, and national security is one of those articles. This way, the Constitution of India has ensured that citizens enjoy their freedom of speech and expression, but at the same time, the integrity, the sovereignty, and the national security of the country is maintained. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, time's up.
Yes, ma'am. So now it's gonna be EC 103. EC 103. Are we audible? EC 103. EC 103. EC 103. There's some network issue with EC 103. So we will be taking now EC 104. EC 104. EC 104. Am I audible?
Yes. Am I audible perfectly to you?
Yes.
Yes.
For EC 104, the topic is the importance of the Constitution in ensuring fair election. Your time starts now.
Our Indian Constitution is not a mere law document. It is. Ma'am, can we please restart? Please, please, please.
Yes, you can restart once again, Chal.
Just a second. I will say when I will be ready. Please. Yes, I'm ready.
Your time starts now. Please start again.
Our Indian Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life which distributes the moral principles and the legal foundation towards the nation. Good morning to all respected judges and the host of the Faculty of Law of GLS University. Today, I am here to tell you regarding the topic of the Indian Constitution with relation to the fair elections. The fair elections are the fundamental rights which is deleted by the every citizen of the Indian, and this could be done by the Election Commission of India. There are 5 articles which has been mentioned in our Indian Constitution, which is Article 324, 325, 326, 327, 328, and 329. Let's begin with the Article 324. It is written in the Constitution. It gives the power to have an Election Commission of India which can conduct an election of the parliament, state legislature, office of vice president and president. And then after come to the Article 325, which making suitable that no person shall be discriminated by race, sex, place of birth or residence or their religion. All the candidate should have the right to take the participate in the election. And then after come to the Article 326, which is considering as a universal adult franchise, which is ensuring that no person shall be deprived from casting their vote as soon as they completed their age of 18 and become an adult. Then after come to the Article 327, which can gives the power to Parliament to make such laws to uphold the elections in the nation. Then after come to the Article 327 of our Indian Constitution, which can, 328 of Indian Constitution, which can uphold the state legislature.
Time's up. The time is up. 2 minutes is up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Ma'am, we'll take 2 minutes in between.
Yes. Yes.
Then we'll start with the next candidate. Just 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
EC 105, please be ready, okay?
We're ready for EC 105.
EC 105, please put on your
Good
mic.
morning, ma'am.
The topic is the role of constitution in shaping foreign policy.
And can you repeat?
The role of the constitution in shaping foreign policy. Your time starts now.
Respected judges, teachers, sorry. My topic is the role of constitution in shaping foreign policy. Good morning, everyone. When we talk about foreign policy, we often think of diplomacy, international relations, or treaties between nations. But have we ever paused to ask what actually guides a country's foreign policy? The answer lies in something much closer to home, our constitution. The constitution is not just a rule book for internal governance, it is the moral compass of the nation. It sets the ideals, principles, and vision that reflects in how we interact with the world. For India, the constitution has played a foundational role in shaping foreign policy since independence. First, let us look at the directive principles of state policy, especially Article 51. It clearly instructs the state to promote international peace, maintain justice, and honorable relations with the nations, respect international law, and encourage settlement of disputes by arbitration. This is not mere a suggestion, it is constitutional mandate that directs India to be a peace loving and responsible member of the global community. Second, the preamble of our constitution talks about justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. These values are not just for Indians, they influence how India presents itself to the world. For example, India's strong voice against colonialization and apartheid, or its support for newly independent nations in Africa and Asia, flow directly from these constitutional values. Third, the Constitution empowers the executive, particularly the Prime Minister and the President, to represent India in international forums, but always within the constitutional framework. The Parliament also plays a role, especially when treaties affect domestic law. This ensures that foreign policy decisions are not. Thank you.
Easy one.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you.
judges.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, after 105, we would be taking EC 101, who had missed out that time. So, EC 101, are you ready now? EC 101, are you ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we will be giving her a new topic.
Okay. EC 101 is there.
Yes, ma'am.
We are giving you a new topic, the Constitution's role in defining and protecting privacy rights. Time starts now.
Good morning, one and all. My code is EC101, and my topic is the role of Constitution in protecting privacy rights. The At the outset, I would say that the evolution of the constitution has been in such a manner that a lot of rights which were not initially written as a text in the constitution have been read as part and parcel of the constitution by the interpretation of the courts, and right of privacy has been one such right which has been read as a part of article 21 by the constitution. The major case that has led to it was the case in 2017, the Navtej Singh Johar case, whereby the court upheld that the right to privacy is something that is an essential for an individual's dignity, which cannot be taken away from the individual. If it be done so, then their right to life would ultimately be violated. Therefore, the right of privacy is an essential part of one's life, and to maintain the dignity, the respect, and the and to uh, and to live a life where the person is able to progress. The classic example of this could be seen when we come to the part of criminal justice, which is has to be read in combination with the constitution, whereby the evidence matters. With the new growth in the technology, there has been a lot of mechanism where we can take the biometrics, where we can check the audios, videos, and anyone could on the public can record us just by their cameras. So hereby our right of privacy gets a very important place uh, to be noticed.
Time is
If
up, Bishop.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, ma'am, now we will be starting 103 has not yet joined. So now we have 106 in the line. So I'll be taking 106 now. 106, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you are audible. Your topic is how the Constitution ensures accountability in governance. Am I audible? Ansh, you are not audible. Please unmute yourself.
EC 106, please unmute yourself. You are not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, could you please repeat the topic?
How the Constitution ensures accountability in governance. Your time
Your
starts
time
now.
starts.
So, good morning, everyone. My code is EC106. So, my topic is how the Constitution ensures accountability in governance. So, Constitution is. Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, can I restart? Could you please?
Yes, yes. Restart faster. Yes.
So, good morning, everyone. My code is EC106. Today, I will speak on the topic how the Constitution ensures accountability in governance. So, accountability in governance means that those who hold power must use it responsibly and can be questioned for their actions. Our Constitution is the foundation that makes that possible. So, firstly, it clearly divides powers between the legislature, executive, and judiciary. The system of check and balances ensures that no organ of the government becomes too powerful. Uh, for example, the judiciary can strike down. The judiciary can strike down laws. The judiciary can strike down laws that got against the constitution, and parliament can question that executive through debates and committees. Secondly, the constitution gives citizens fundamental rights like right to freedom of speech and expressions, right to move freely. uh, this empowers people, the media, and civil society to question the government and hold it accountable. um, Thirdly, institutions like the election commissions, Lok Sabha committees are created under the framework of the constitution to monitor and review government functioning. So, free and fair elections, financial audits, and transparency in decision makings are direct results for constitutional design. Um, to conclude, I would like to say that accountability in governance is not a gift from those in power. It is a guarantee of our constitution, and it ensures that democracy is not just about electing leaders, but also about making them answerable to the people. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So EC107, now are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible? Am I audible clearly?
Yes.
You're audible. The role of the preamble in the Indian Constitution.
Sure. Firstly, a very good morning to everyone present. Firstly, I would like to begin with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's beautiful words that our constitution is not a mere lawyer's document, it is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. Now, when we talk about preamble, firstly, I would like to state that previously, preamble was not considered a part of the Indian constitution, but after the landmark case of Keshwananda Bharti versus State of Kerala, that is AIR 1973 SC 1461, preamble is now considered the part of constitution and as well as the part of basic structure. Now, the preamble acts as a foundation. It is the identity card of the Constitution. It ensures us certain ideals like justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These words are not just ornamental, but these are the guiding principles for governance. For example, when we talk about the landmark case of Keshwananda Bharti versus State of Kerala, it held that the preamble is the part of constitution and is the part of basic structure, and no authority, no matter how powerful it is, can alter it with or can vitiate it. Any law which alters the basic structure will be voidable in the eyes of law, will be void ab initio. Now, when we talk about words in preamble, these lay the foundation of building of the nation building process. It upholds rule of law, that nobody is above law. It upholds the concept of equality, the justice, that is social, economic, and political. So basically, when we talk about preamble, it is something which person sees before reading the constitution. It gives us a basic idea of what this constitution covers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is 108. 108.
Yes, ma'am.
108, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible? Ma'am, I am
Yes.
audible?
Yes,
Yes, you are
108,
audible.
perfectly audible. The topic for you is the role of the Constitution in addressing economic inequality. The role of the Constitution in addressing economic inequality. And your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I am EC108. Basically, first of all, our constitution is basically the soul of our country. It is basically the guiding map of our country. Our constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949. If we talk about how our constitution deals with the economic problems, basically our constitution has made equality, many disciplines like equality, justice, liberty, and these all rights are equal for all the people. All the people, from the rich to the poor, everyone is equal in the eyes of law. If we talk about how the constitution deals with the economic problem, um, the um, the government comes up with the many policies, many ideas through which we can deals with the economic problem. The ideas there are many ideas through which we can make the lower section to come up and stand for themselves. Even many rights are there, even reservations are there in every field, in the field of education, in the field of in the field of education, in the field of jobs, and many other fields, from which the lowly economically weak people can come up and stands just as we are standing, as just
the normal people are standing in financial terms. So, um, so in conclusion, I can say that our constitution, our government provides many ideas, many policies which are very useful. Just the implementation of these policies are very important to bring those economically weaker section to the top, so that they can enjoy the equally as we are enjoying in this world. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, now we have EC109. EC109, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Morning, EC109. Your topic for this competition is the balance between fundamental rights and duties. The balance between fundamental rights and duties. Your time starts now.
Good morning, respected judges, fellow participants, and everyone gathered in the studio. I'm EZ109, and my topic for the day is the balance between fundamental rights and fundamental duties. To start off with, let me start.
So 109, we are unable to see your camera. Please put on your camera.
Ma'am, is my camera visible?
No, it's not visible. You are not visible, basically.
Am I visible now?
No.
Ma'am, that's. Should I rejoin? Should I leave and rejoin?
You can put on your camera. You can put on your camera. Your camera was not working since initial stage.
Ma'am, like the screen that is showing to me shows the judges as well as your camera. I'm not sure. Should I like? Am I?
We can see the picture, but we cannot see your face.
Is it? That's a wait a minute. What about now, ma'am?
Yes, but we cannot see your face.
Just tilt your camera. I think we're able to.
Your camera is showing towards the other side of the wall, not your face.
Put it on selfie mode.
Just
put it on selfie mode.
Now, ma'am?
Is it no? Currently, it is your DP.
I think you can rejoin. You'll be allotted with a new topic then. Okay?
All right, ma'am. All right.
You may please leave. We will take EC110.
Okay.
EC110, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am.
EC110, your topic is the living constitution adapting to technological advances. The living constitution adapting to technological advances. Your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone present here. I am team code number 110, and I'm honored today to speak about the Constitution of India. As you can clearly see the Constitution with me, it's the Constitution Bare Act. The Constitution of India is a living document. By living document, it means that it is open to constitutional amendments, and if the government or if the citizens of India or any citizen or any person of India feels that the Constitution is not doing justice, we can there's a process of amendment, right, to the Constitution. So the constitutional amendment happens via a two-third majority in the Parliament. So once a bill is raised about a constitutional amendment, for example, it is brought in the Lok Sabha, then it passes to Rajya Sabha, and if it gets a majority and assent of the president, it becomes a constitutional amendment. There have been in total 106 amendments to the Indian Constitution. Now I would like to relate this topic to technological advancements. So by technological advancements, one case comes to my mind, which is the K.S. Puttaswamy case versus the Union of India. This case mostly talks about the technology, the tech advancements, artificial intelligence, etc. Technological advancements. There's this judgment which I just quoted, K.S. Puttaswamy. According to this judgment, right to privacy and all of these rights have been made a constitutional provision. So it is amendment. It is amendment. There's this amendment in the Constitution, and the same Supreme Court ruling said that right to privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Technological advance. This provision saves people of India from having technological failures. For example, it is a relevant field nowadays because of the prominent use of artificial intelligence in our technology in our country. Recently, I came across a case.
Time's up.
Coming across. Ma'am, may I wrap up?
Time's up.
Sorry, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, ma'am, we have EC 111. Before that, we have EC 109, who has again joined. Should I take them, ma'am, or should we go with 111?
We'll take 109.
Yes. So,
Ma'am,
EC
am I
109
visible and
on your
audible now?
camera. Yes.
Am I visible now, ma'am?
Yes, EC109, you're visible now, and your topic is the evolution of fundamental rights through constitutional amendments. The evolution of fundamental rights through constitutional amendments. The time starts now.
A very pleasant good morning to all the judges and fellow participants gathered here. I'm EC 109, and the topic allotted to me is the evolution of fundamental rights through constitution amendments. So, as B.R. Ambedkar rightly quoted, that our constitution is not just a mere legal document, but the soul of democracy. So, what are fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are a set of rights that are given to the citizens of India that they will be following. So, it talks about rights like freedom of speech, freedom to move around freely, freedom to form associations, and freedom to settle and reside in any part of India. So, 19 Clause 1, Clause A, the fundamental right that promises freedom of speech and expression, comes with its own exceptions in in Article 19, subclause 2. So, when we talk about freedom of speech, press is also termed as the fourth pillar of the Constitution. So, in cases like Ramesh Topar versus Union of India, it was decided that freedom of speech is not absolute and it comes with reasonable restrictions. It is not arbitrary. So, we have our own exceptions that include public morality, decency, sovereignty, and also Article 19, Clause 1, Clause F, which is the right to property, was later taken away in which was also the landmark case of Kesavananda Bharati versus Union of India. Article 19, Clause 1, Clause F is now moved to a constitutional right, not a fundamental right, in Article 308. So, with amendments, as times change, so does our constitution change. It does not stay static, it moves, it re-evolves, and that is the beauty of our constitution. So, to conclude, with deep and great respect for our constitution and our makers and their vision, I conclude my thought for the day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So now, ma'am, we will be taking EC 111. EC 111, are we audible?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, you are. Am I audible?
Yes.
The topic is the role of the Constitution in shaping education policies. I'll repeat again, the role of the Constitution in shaping education policies. Yes, you can start. Time starts now.
A very pleasant good morning to the judges. I am EC 111, and I would like to start with the Constitution and the way it has evolved from time to time through the help of amendments, judicial interpretations, and conventions. Like how the Constitution has remained intact and stood by the test of time. It depends upon how it has remained faithful to its spirit. And when it comes to education, education is one thing that has been given into our DPSPs as well. This means that that after exploitation from the Britishers, we were at the verge of almost uneducated people, and education is one sword that is so strong that it can go with a nation and can make the nation stood in a world which is so globalized and educated. Education for our children, who are the future of our country, is so important that can be said that the people, that the children are not just mere present or citizens of a country, but they are the representatives of our country in the future. Seeking their future is not it's not about if we may or may not do that. It's a sole responsibility of the constitution, and the constitution have always stood upon the test of our education. The example I would like to give is the new education policy that has been implemented, which talks about how even in their basic native languages, the students have the right to education, right to take education in a very practical way that empowers our nation and caters all our future needs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll have EC triple, sorry, 112.
Ma'am, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible. The topic is the Constitution and its role in ensuring press freedom.
All right. May I start?
Yeah. Yes, you can start.
Greetings. I am EC 112. Indian Constitution is not just a relic of 1950. It is an evolving document. It has adapted to social, economic, and technological advancements and challenges. But how does this advancement and adaptation works? It is through judicial interpretation, executive policy, public consultation, and parliamentary amendments. Now, Indian Constitution has evolved in such a way that it allows for right to freedom to express and speech, freedom of speech. Now, Indian judiciary, time and again, through various judgments, has brought in the concept of equality, freedom, and right to press. It is mentioned and enshrined under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution. Let me remind that every time the Indian courts expand the horizon of fundamental rights, they ensure that the expiry date of liberty is not at all there. So now, there have been many instances, like right from Puttaswamy case, in which right to privacy was widened, Menka Gandhi case, in which right to life was expanded, and still Indian Constitution is evolving in such a way that it is helping in this. Recently, in Anuradha Bhasin case in 2020, Supreme Court provided that internet shutdown could not take place, which as well helped in the promotion of right to freedom of press and expression. I believe that we, as Muhammad Sadullah in the Constituent Assembly said, that Indian Constitution is a patch. If it is a patchwork, then it is a perfect patchwork. And I believe that Indian Constitution has that ability. Indian Constitution has that ability to adapt, absorb, and bring in the best. And it can lead not just the country, but it can lead other nations as well. It can lead the whole humanity as well. So let us move forward in the attempt to make the country more self-resilient, Atmanirbhar by 2047. Thank you.
Thank
you, 112.
Now we have EC 113. Are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, 113, you're perfectly audible.
The Constitution and the protection of civil liberties.
Ma'am, can you
Should
come
I-
again with the topic? Sorry.
The Constitution and the protection of civil liberties.
Okay. Good morning, judges and one and all present here. Today, I'm going to speak on the topic Constitution and Civil Liberties. As we know, when the Constitution was framed in 1950, it was not just a mere document, but a far-sighted vision of its forefathers. And when we talk about civil liberties, it is not just an ordinary thing which is to be written just for the sake of it. But when we look right now in the country, there are so many problems going on where people are not getting the basic rights which are mentioned in the Constitution. So it plays a very important role in framing the civil rights as in order it was to be. When we go on to this topic, that civil rights is a thing which is not just to be followed as a society, but rather it is very important that the law and the judiciary maintains it in the place where it is to be. But in
We can't see your screen.
113,
EC113.
we have lost you or your audio as well as video.
I think ma'am 113 has left due to some technical reason. Should we take ma'am EC114?
Yeah, we'll take back 114, but then do we mark 113 or are we going to get him back later and mark him then?
Ma'am, we will decide upon it once we finish with this. We have
Okay.
EC114 with us. EC114, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so 114, your topic is the Constitution as a guardian of individual freedom. The Constitution as a guardian of individual freedom, and your time starts now.
Very good morning, ma'am. Constitution. Imagine a cricket ground without rules. Players were fighting, empires were confused, and the whole game will collapse. Why? Because it does not have direction. Similar happen in the case of country. Country without constitution does not have direction, how to work, how to reach the things, approach the things. So constitution is important. It is said to be the heartbeat of the democracy. So it combines the 1.4 billion voices of the country. When we talk about freedom, it provides freedom to speech, freedom to practice religion, freedom to education. So it provides all the freedom to the individual, but also talks about the limits, like up to what they are having freedom to do the things. So when we talk about constitution, ma'am, in 1950 it is written. It has included the some laws which are also currently useful in on that time. We don't know about the cyber security or social media, but the laws which are written on that time are helpful in current scenario as well. It also keeps on updating, like right to privacy added in 2017. So along with times it also keeps on updating. When we talk about all the sections, when we talk about especially freedom, it is also providing freedom to the people who are historically remained backward, like they are providing reservations, welfare. So it is like helpful to the everyone. So in conclusion, I would like to say that it provides freedom to all. It is not something written on books, it should be something in our actions as well, because it is lighthouse that help us to fight from all the storms. So it should be something lively in our actions as well. So let's live according to it, let's protect it, and let's pass it on, so that our country will live forever and we have equal freedom. Let's not just talk about the rights, let's talk about the duties as well, because bird can't fly with one wing. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, now we have EC115 with us.
Just give us half a minute, just half a minute, please.
Yes, ma'am. EC115, you can mute yourself till then.
Yeah, EC115.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. The topic is the Constitution and the evolution of human rights.
Good afternoon to one and all. My code is EC1115. And when we talk about constitution and human rights, they go hand in hand. No jargon, no literature, or no judgment has ever been able to separate the two. In 1947, on the eve of partition, when the lawmakers were sitting with the idea as to what will govern the country, what will govern the land with 22 languages, thousands of castes, infinite faiths, they decided this book, that preamble, that and the preamble guarantees justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, justice to a farmer even without a land, liberty to a writer with a pen, fraternity to various communities. We see articles like the 14, which guarantees equality, article 19, that lets us freedom, speech, movement. And hence we see that these rights and these right from the beginning, it is about guaranteeing the human to live with dignity. We see with various judgments like the Maneka Swami, wherein they induced liberty into dignity. Article 32 was referred to as the heart and soul of the Constitution, wherein what is the use of the right where if you cannot have a cause to enforce it. Along with these human rights, which were taken from various other constitutions, lesson learned from various other nations. Say, for example, Switzerland, which is taking on people from opinions from people to the amendments to their constitution. And hence we see that we took the best from everybody, and then judiciary through various judgments like the Indra Swani judgment, wherein it defended reservation, like the Vishakha judgment, which protected women. Throughout the decades, throughout the course of 75 years, 80 years, we have seen lawmakers, judiciary protecting the constitution.
Time's up. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We have EC116 with us. EC116.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies. I hope my voice is audible to you.
Hello. EC116. Your topic is the Constitution and its role in strengthening democratic institutions. Constitution and its role in strengthening democratic institutions. Your time starts now.
A pleasant afternoon to one and all present here. I'm participant EC116 here to talk about the role of Constitution in strengthening democratic institutions. Being a democratic nation, we have three important democratic institutions which are nothing but the organs of the government, the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. The Indian Constitution has one specific feature which is strengthening all these three institutions together, which is nothing but separation of powers. Along with the same, we have the strengthening by rule of law and supremacy of law, and all these three together are functioning as a golden triangle in boosting up the democratic feature of our nation. Be it from the fundamental rights, DPSP, and fundamental duties, all these three are carrying this golden triangle along with them in smooth functioning of the democratic framework of our nation. It begins from the fundamental right to vote and nextly to the formation of the election commissions in bringing in the legislature to picture. And nextly, we are having the executive functions which are separately provided who are stipulating how the administrators should work. And last but not the least, the judiciary, the questioning authority, the interpreting authority is in play who is having the power to activate as well as to review in its judiciary. And all these three organs are functioning effectively till date through this triangular mechanism which is present inbuilt in our constitution. And with this, I would like to conclude and say a big thank you to the organizers for providing me with this amazing opportunity to give a crisp talk on this assigned topic. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Ma'am, we have now EC117 with us. EC117, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible to the authorities?
EC117, your topic is the impact of social media on constitutional rights. I repeat it again, the impact of social media on constitutional rights. Your time starts now.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, we can start.
Okay. My sincere greetings to the authorities present here. My code is EC117. I hereby start my speech on the given topic. Indian Constitution is not merely a collection of laws and articles, but it is the very foundation of our democracy and the guiding light for our diverse nation. It is the lengthiest written constitution in the world, and that is for all the right reasons. The social media impacts our constitution in various ways. For example, we live in a digitally savvy world, and in this world we are constantly surveillance. We have constantly the social media keeping a check on us. These affects our digital this affects our privacy rights and digital rights dramatically, and for this very purpose the special judicial interpretation of 2017, which was the Puttaswamy case, it represented that right to privacy was the fundamental right, which effectively shows that our rights to privacy have to be protected. Our rights to privacy have to be protected, and the privacy rights are very important for all the human beings to control their information, to control the spread of the information, and it cannot be violated by anyone. The social media also spreads a lot of disinformation which can impact on the public, and they can have distrust on the governments, on political parties, and etc. Thus, Indian Constitution helps the public and the nation a lot to be averse of the impacts of the social media. Indian Constitution is not merely a legal document; it is a promise for a better nation and an inclusive nation. All in all, it is the supreme law of the land, and it reflects people's faith and aspirations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we have ma'am EC118. EC118, please put on your camera and put on your mic.
Ma'am, am I
EC118.
visible?
No, you
Am
are
I
not
visible?
visible. No.
Ma'am, please give me a minute. Ma'am, my camera is on, but I don't know. It is maybe due to a technical glitch.
Ma'am, should we take up EC 119 till then? Let EC 118 rejoin. EC 118, you can rejoin. We'll be taking EC. EC 119, are we audible?
Yeah, you are. Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
Good afternoon, EC 119.
Good
Your
afternoon, ma'am.
topic is the role of constitutional values in nation building. Role of constitutional values in nation building, and your time begins now.
Okay. So, good afternoon and all esteemed judges, fellow participants, and here all the organizers, faculty of law. Here I am EC 119 presenting the speech, an extempore speech. So, as you said, the topic, like if the Indian Constitution were a person, like I'd say it's coolest elder in the family. Okay, always guiding us, always supporting us. It's not just that constitution or like infrastructure or like constitutional values is what India runs on, right? It's like you also require some values which are mentioned in the preamble, like justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Justice provides no everybody will get justice, and nobody is like while getting the harm or anything like infringing and like can't be like run away from it. Think about it. Like the constitution gives us rights, freedom of speech, equality, liberty. Basically it says go live your best life, but at the same time it whispers, hey, don't forget your duties, respect others, protect the environment, and don't scribble on public walls. The balance of rights and duties is what keeps our democracy from turning into chaos. The preamble is like the constitution, as I've already mentioned, right? So, if someone asks me what the constitution really is, I'd say it's not a boring law book, it's India's ultimate core. It's teaching us how to be free, fair, and fearless citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, 119.
So now, ma'am, we have EC 120 with us.
Good morning, everyone.
Your topic is the Constitution's role in shaping gender equality.
Sorry, could you repeat the topic?
The Constitution's role in shaping gender equality.
All right. What does it take to change the world? A revolution, a war, or a document? Not just any document, a living one. And if the Indian Constitution is a living document, then it's the most radical, heart thumping mission that has been to reshape one of the world's oldest and most stubborn landscapes: gender inequality. I have a key that doesn't open a house, a car, or a diary. It's the key to my grandmother's old steel Godrej cupboard. For decades, that cupboard didn't hold jewels or money, it held dreams. Dreams she couldn't pursue because the world outside had locked doors for which she had no key. The Indian Constitution, it didn't just give women a copy of those keys. It's not a silent spectator. It became the master locksmith itself, redesigning the locks, breaking some, and handing over new ones. It's not a silent spectator for the struggle for gender equality. It's the chief architect, the relentless engineer, reshaping the very architecture of Indian society. We call it a living document, but when it comes to gender justice, it's more than that. It's a persistent editor armed with a red pen, constantly revising the outdated discriminatory scripts that the society had handed down. Its preamble didn't just promise justice, it issued a demolition order for patriarchy. Think of it like this: If ancient prejudices were a dusty, centuries old playbook filled with rules like women can't inherit, women can't testify, they need to stay in the kitchen, then the Constitution is that brilliant, defiant student in the margin writing prove it, says who, and try again. Let me get personal. My grandmother was married at 16, brilliant but never went to college. When I told her I was studying law, she smiled and said, my life was scripted by tradition, yours is being written by the Constitution. That hit me. For her, the Constitution wasn't just a text, it was hope. It was the reason her granddaughter could stand in a courtroom and argue, not just in a kitchen, sit in a kitchen and agree. The Constitution is more than just a legal document. It's India's finest feminist. It doesn't plead for equality, it
It's
commands
time
it.
up. EC
Thank you.
120, it's time up. Ma'am, should we take EC 121 or we have EC 118 again who has joined?
Yeah, but EC 118 has put in the chat that her camera would still be off. I mean, are we okay with that?
So,
We are okay with it.
do that. Ma'am, we cannot do that because we don't know whether they would, like
Yeah,
see
I
something.
get it. And that is
Next
what she
course.
had mentioned in the chat. So
Yes.
now you.
So, ma'am, we will take EC 121 on the stage.
All right.
EC 121, please on your camera and please put on your mic.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, and your topic is the impact of judicial activism on the Constitution. I repeat it once again, the impact of judicial activism on the Constitution. Your time starts now.
Okay. A very good morning to everyone. I am EC121, and the topic for me is the impact of judicial activism in the Constitution. When we think about the Constitution, we often think of a big book of laws, but it isn't just a book. It's the mirror of our nation's dream, and one of its brightest reflections is the idea of judicial activism. When we talk about the preamble of our Constitution, it promises social justice, political justice, and most importantly, economical justice as well. When we talk about judicial activism, it allows the judiciary to take actions upon their own without any pressure, and they cannot make amendments to any constitution. I'm sorry, they cannot make amendments to any laws, but they can make changes to, depending upon the situation of the case. They can act upon their own self. uh, the Indian Constitution is the supreme law of our country, and it's the supreme law of our country, guiding us on how we live, govern, and protect our own rights. Uh, when we talk the importance of the Constitution and the judicial activism in the country is that it it always put everyone as an equal under the eyes of law, no matter if you're a famous actor or the president or a person from a minority community of the country. At the end, all I can say is the Constitution is not just something that we study in our civics textbook. It is a living document that promises every citizen in the country uh, dignity and hope, and to be treated as an equal under the eyes of law. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have EC 122. EC 122, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Afternoon, EC 122. Your topic is fundamental rights, backbone of the Constitution. Fundamental rights, backbone of the Constitution. Your time starts now.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am EC 122. First of all, let me break the myth that the Constitution does not provide us with fundamental rights. Rather, it guarantees us and recognizes our fundamental rights. The fundamental rights starting with the equality, the freedom, our cultural educational rights, freedom of religion, our rights of to given to the minorities, and the heart and soul of the Constitution, right to constitutional remedies. They provide us that the state cannot infringe all these things of yours, all of your inherent rights, by any means, by legislation, ordinance, and even to some extent by the amendments if they are the basic features. These fundamental rights are so fundamental that our Honorable Supreme Court in the Keshan and the Bharti case has somehow brought most of the basic features from the preamble covering many of the fundamental rights. And most importantly, it is the backbone because for bringing a state into existence, it's not the geography, the territory, the government, but it requires the people. It is the people for whose protection this chapter has been devised. These fundamental rights have been time and again upheld by the Constitution in majority of the cases, starting with Maneka Gandhi, E.P. Roy, where it held that Article 14 covers arbitrariness. There has to be intelligible differentia. There has to be reasonable nexus with the object to be achieved, and there cannot be any arbitrariness. In Maneka Gandhi, the right to life, the due process model has been incorporated against the expressly mentioned procedure established by law. Many rights, right to healthy environment, right to live with dignity, right to die with dignity, right to have your partner with any one of your choice, and the right to have a healthy environment, the right to equal work and equal pay, even your minority rights like reservation in matters of promotion, consequential seniority, the catch-up rule, and many things that have been the backbone for the people. Thank you, ma'am.
Greetings, Chair.
EC 123. Ma'am, we have EC 123.
Yes, your topic is the role of the Constitution in promoting digital privacy. I repeat it again, the role of Constitution in promoting digital privacy. Your time starts now.
All right. With the permission of the chair, I start on a self count of 3, 2, 1. My name is EC123, and when you look at the Constitution, all you'll see is a fat book that has been coming for the last 75 years. But as we look at the I'm so sorry, as we look at the institutions, the relevance, the computer. Ma'am, I'm so sorry.
You may continue. You still have time. 1.5 minutes.
All right. So when we look at our democracy, all you'll see is a very fat book that has been coming for the 75 years. And now that we've come to 2025 and the prevalence of artificial intelligence has been installed, all you'll see is that the Constitution and the writers of the Constitution could have never imagined the amount of digital problems that we'll face today. Right to privacy, and which was introduced by the Supreme Court of India under the Constitution, as we can make amendments in it. How are we protected by AI powered surveillance? So as we know that we have freedom of speech in the Constitution, I personally believe that the people who made the Constitution, they knew that there must be some. With this, I rest the case. Definitely not the cause. Thank you.
Thank you, EC 123. Now we have EC 124. EC 124, are we audible?
Yes, the top. Are we audible?
Hello, ma'am. Hello?
EC 124, your topic is how the Constitution responds to public health crisis.
Should I start now, or there is a 2-minute time preparation for me?
You'll have to start. Your time begins now.
Okay. So Constitution is a living document. Constitution is also known as the heart of our country. If we want a stronger nation, then we have to make our constitution strong. So coming to our topic that is relating to the health crisis, as we know in our growing population of India, or like many of the citizens are facing number of health issues. Like in today's generation, if we will see, like the children starting from a very age to are facing the issues of the issues of blindness, eye issues, heart issues, mental stress, depression, and many kind of issues. So like the senior citizen people, like every age group of the people are having such of issues. But to deal with that issues, our constitution have making strong principles so that it can combat with the issues of the health related problems, like the right to health and awareness regarding the health education, so that each and every individual can get the advantage and the knowledge of their betterment of their health, like free facilities of health, free government hospitals, and the provisions of free medical checkups, Anganwadi centers, government hospital procedures, free medicines, free checkups, post maternity, like the rules of post maternity relief act for the women, so like special care for the special children. So many principles are guiding for the welfare of the citizens. So our constitution is the backbone of our backbone for the smoother functioning of our society, which is only for the welfare of the citizen, working for the betterment of our people. So if our constitution is strong, then we are developed. So and the main and the most important factor is that if we are healthy, we can do a lot of things, like health is wealth. So if we are strong enough, then we can have a stronger nation. So health is very very important, and all the constitutional principles are providing the basic facilities relating to our health. So with this, thank you.
Thank you, 1 to 4.
Thank you, 1 to 4.
We have with us now 1 to 5.
Okay.
So 1 to 5, are we audible?
Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hmm. 1 to 5, we would like you to talk on the importance of judicial review in upholding the Constitution. Importance of judicial review in upholding the Constitution, and your time starts now.
Sure. Good afternoon, and thank you for the topic allocation. As it is said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, that a good constitution can also be ruined if the governance is bad. Our constitution basically defines legislature, judiciary, and executive. Judicial review is the process when the decisions that are made by the legislature are reviewed, as well as sometimes the own decisions of Supreme Court are also reviewed by other courts. What does this imply? This means that every action taken by the government are held accountable. No power is held independent to each other. Take for example the Keshwanand Bharti case. They have changed or attempted to amend their own decisions many a time. That is because with every need or with the changing times, there need to be some amendments, because our constitution is not rigid or relic. It is flexible. Sometimes the decisions taken by government are not acceptable to the people. They file litigation, and that is why an undergoing process of judicial activism takes place. What is meant here is that judicial review in itself is a process that is an advantage of the democracy and can be considered as the heart of democracy. Back then, Article 13, which constituted the basic structure, was invented. And when basic structure was found, there were a lot of discrepancies between what should be included, what should not be included. And initially, those dilemmas were addressed so well by the government that today we know India as one of the finest democracies. And this is the reason why it happens so. From this, we can conclude that democracy is a promise of yesterday, a challenge of today, and a hope for tomorrow, with its elements like judicial review and activism in progress. Thank you. That's my time.
Thank you, 1 to 5.
Thank you.
Ma'am, we have 118 with her camera on. So I'll be taking her up on the screen. So 118, are we audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible and visible?
Yes. Your topic is the Constitution's role in upholding the rule of law. The Constitution's role in upholding the rule of law. The time starts now.
Okay. Good morning to the respected judges and all my participants. Good morning to respected judges and all my participants. I am code 118 and the topic given to me is Indian Constitution and ma'am, I'm sorry, can you please repeat the topic?
The Constitution's
Once you
role.
start, the topic cannot be repeated. Once you start, the topic cannot be repeated. The time is going. Your 30 seconds are already gone. You have 1.5 minutes left. If you want to speak, you may continue.
Okay, so my topic is Indian Constitution and its role in ensuring legal justice. So basically, what is Indian Constitution? So Constitution is basically the set of rules and regulations according to which a country is governed. And when we talk about the legal justice or the social justice it ensures, so it plays a major role in ensuring the same. Like we are living in a society. We are social animals living in a society altogether. We have all the different things or tasks that is going on. And when we talk about how the constitution protects it, so we have certain, we can say like provisions, articles and like amendments also, which make sure that there is no illegal practice or there is no unofficial or unfair means or practices is taking place. And yeah, with the conclusion I would just say that constitution actively is playing the role in ensuring the social justice. It has made some of the great amendments in the past as well, and even in the future, staying upon the situation of the society, about the behavior of people and the governance in the country, it will do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, 118.
So 113, civil rights, civil liberties was the topic. Civil liberties, I think, was the topic for
So,
him.
ma'am, 113 hasn't yet joined again.
So what do we want to do?
So we need to drop her because we have been contacting her since long, but she's not contactable and she's not joined again.
So do we mark him for whatever he spoke? He did speak for like half a minute, 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We can place some marks, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, Dasar, will you please on your camera? Thank you. So thank you to all our participants for their wonderful efforts and insightful speeches. Now, before we move towards the announcement of results, I would like to invite our esteemed judges to share their valuable feedback with us. Their guidance will not only encourage the participants, but also help them improve their skills for future endeavors. May I request Dr. Juhi Shah, Associate Professor, Faculty of Management, GLS University, to kindly share her observations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ishani Dave. It is my privilege to be here and this panel, focusing on the 25 candidates who have spoken about on the topic given to them for the extempore competition. I would like to connect with the message that was delivered by the keynote speaker also, that while participants, the topic was been given to you pre-hand. It is about the constitution and certain articles mentioned there, the amendment or the preamble that we are talking about. What we observed was you not being able to connect with the real-time examples, what has happened. Some of the participants have very well tried to structure their speech, but into multiple cases, what we found was the structure was missing, not being able to have clarity on the topic. So if I go to with that flow, then it says that first of all, listening very actively to the title or the topic that has been given to you. Second, clarity is so active listening, clarity was a part of it, and then you structuring your extempore speech. Connecting, so one more thing that I would like is connecting it with example, real-time examples that has happened was very, very essential. Keeping that the topic was given to you beforehand. That is from my side. I'll request Dipali ma'am to take over.
Thank you so much, Sneha ma'am, Payal, and the entire team at Faculty of Law, Mayuri ma'am, for this wonderful initiative for the entire academic year, and particularly about this particular event and having us here on board to judge. As my colleague Juhi very well highlighted our observations, um, 2 points that I would like to put forth here are as follows. Number one, the time factor. All of you all are very thorough with the clauses and the sub clauses. That very well came across. But what we observed missing was the fact that you all had just 2 minutes to speak. And when you have that short a period of time, or for that matter, any amount of time, you need to make maximum use of the time that is available to you. Now, since it was only 2 minutes that were available to you, those 2 minutes should have been utilized to jump straight away to the point. The fact that we are talking about the Constitution is very well indicative of the importance of the Constitution. So, having an opening about 30-35 seconds devoted to creating the background in terms of how essential a document it is not necessary when you know that you have only 2 minutes. It's something that when you know that you have a long time in front of you and you want to utilize that time, you could create that kind of a background. So please do not wander too much or devote too much of time in creating a background when you have very little time in your hand. So we wanted you to straight away jump to the topic. That was our first observation. And we found that some of you all were meandering. It was not really relevant in the sense that we talked about digital privacy, or one of the topic was digital privacy, and linking it to how or why digital privacy is the crucial thing in today's day and age. That should have been discussed immediately instead of kind of. But I guess when such opportunities are provided and you all participate more and more, I think that finesse will come in time. But I think otherwise, it's a great job done. Great job done. Thank you.
All the best to everyone.
So thank you to our esteemed judges for their insightful feedback. Now the most awaited moment of the event has arrived. That is the declaration of results. So I request our honorable judges. Yes.
Yeah, so we're just totaling it. We'll compile it and give it to your colleague here, and then we'll declare it. Just give us about 3-4 minutes more for just ensuring that everything is accurate.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. Yes. So we will just wait for a while.
हाँ चलो मैम तो आपके पास तैयार है दीपाली मैम प्लीज
Okay, so we have the results now, the compiled results now. At the third spot is code EC121 Satyam Vishwakarma. At the third spot, EC121 Satyam Vishwakarma. At the second place is code EC109 Bhavanya. And winning today's extempore is EC106 Ansh Jain. Congratulations to all the winners.
So I would like the participants who are winners. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that
Please
is what I
join
was.
the StreamYard link. Yes, EC121, 106, and 109. Please join the StreamYard link.
Congratulations to all the participants as well. It was a great effort.
Can we please have EC121, 106, and 109 join at the StreamYard link? EC121, please start your camera. Congratulations.
Not the total.
Congratulations.
EC109 and 106, can you please join?
अबे होशवन को फोन कर, मेरे को फोन कर रहा है बार बार.
Participant are requested to keep yourself on mute.
So, ma'am, we'll have a group picture because 106 and 109 are have yet not joined. So, please, everyone, look in the screen. We have 109 with us.
Good morning, Judge.
And we have 106 with us.
Winners, congratulations once again.
106, please put on your camera so that we have a picture of all of us together. Please, all of you look into the screen. So congratulations to all the winners. Your hard work, spontaneity, and clarity of thought truly reflect the spirit of this competition. And to all the participants, each one of you is a winner for taking up the challenge and contributing to your voice to this intellectual celebration of Samvidhan Safar. To formally conclude today's program, I now invite Dr. Binod Das, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Law, GLS University, to deliver the vote of thanks. Dr. Das, over to you.
Thank you, Isani Madam. Good afternoon to guests, Dr. Kritika Chetia, judges of the competition, Dr. Juhi Saha and Dr. Deepali Atre, Vice Director, Faculty of Law, Dr. Sneha Shukla Madam, participants of the event and students of the Faculty of Law, GLS University. At the outset, I remember a famous quote of Abraham Lincoln 16th President of USA. When I am getting ready to argue with a man, I spend 1/3 of the time what I'm going to say, 2/3 of time about him, what he is going to say. This quote highlights the essence of the extempore speaking, understanding the audience, being prepared to respond spontaneously. This was reflected in today's extempore speech competition, which drew the participants from 13 states and 23 cities. For this success, I would like to thank our guest, Kritika Madam, for gracing this occasion with her presence and encouraging the participants with inspiring words. A special note of gratitude goes to our esteemed judges, Juhi Madam and Deepali Madam, who took time to evaluate the performance with fairness and patience. Their keen observations and valuable feedback will surely help our participants improve and grow. We are thankful to our Mayuri Madam, Faculty of Law, who conceived this idea of celebrating 75 years of adoption of the Indian Constitution and find out the dynamism of Indian Constitution to fulfill the aspirations of all Indians. We are thankful to the Vice Director of Faculty of Law, Sneha Madam, who guided us at every step. Our sincere thanks to the participants who came forward with a great enthusiasm and displayed their creativity, confidence, and clarity of thought. You have truly made this competition lively and meaningful. Our appreciation also goes to the entire team of Faculty of Law who worked tirelessly to ensure the smooth conduct of this event. Lastly, I thank our students for their encouragement, attention, and applause that motivated the speakers throughout the competition. Thank you once again, and we look forward to your participation in future activities. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much to all the judges, participants, and viewers. With the permission of the judges, I'm ending the session here.